Yes, hello, welcome back to some more Pathfinder Thornkeep. It
Yay!
has been a while. We have been pretty busy. Schedules have been getting mixed up. People have been getting jobs. Holidays have happened. But we are back officially.
And you know what I still haven't done in all of that time?
Leveled up.
Recreated my original alchemist shopping list of all the items that I had.
Uh,
Oh. Okay, well, yeah. I mean,
Because
you
I
can
hate
All right,
shopping in
guys,
Pathfinder
we're gonna have to
so
postpone
much.
another week.
Yeah. Uh, oh
Because
boy,
I
oh boy.
literally thought, like, I keep thinking about it, I'm like, I should go and do that. And then I'm like, or,
Nah.
or I could clean my house.
Yeah.
Or I could do some other chore that I hate. Slightly less than shopping for stuff in Pathfinder.
Yeah, it's there's a lot there, and the thing about the alchemical stuff is a lot of it is selectively useful. So, ugh, I completely understand where you're coming
I
from
did it
there.
once, I don't want to do it again.
Yeah.
I even had
So-
a slow day at work where I was like, I could get this done now. I was like, or
or I could do this other thing.
Or I could go pull out all my toenails.
I could play magic.
I can text my wife pictures of Magic the Gathering card.
Yeah,
Admittedly, I did kind of watch the spoilers for Modern Horizons very hard that day because,
yeah.
in short,
So-
I had to actually wait for some timers on things to be like, cool, is this gonna work? All right, well, I gotta wait 20 minutes for this thing to finish now. So
Yeah. So last time you guys made your way back down. Yes, you guys made your way back.
Down, 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 down.
I am almost.
We had just
certain you guys.
destroyed a bunch of goblins who had been playing D&D.
Yep.
Yep.
We did. If this room is accurate.
Yeah, you guys had just finished up in here. You discovered it was a type of gathering place.
Oh, it's the guy. The guy that
Oh.
goes, ah!
Oh,
it's the guy.
and we had also decided to.
There were rolls
Yeah,
being
I
made
believe. Yeah,
concerning the pool. They weren't great.
yeah. You guys figured it was a fish pond,
Yeah.
or like an ancient aquarium of sorts. And you guys had brought up the possibility that Magdalena had been using grave words
Oh, yeah.
on the goblins that you guys have been killing.
Yeah, there was some suggestion that maybe while their possessions were being looted, I could also loot
Yeah.
their brains.
Cool. I did go ahead and roll percentiles for all of the goblins you've killed in the dungeon so far.
It's a lot of goblins.
Yeah.
That's at least 6 goblins.
It's more than that. Remember the 8 you guys fought in room 2?
I do.
Yeah. So, have we decided that that is indeed what you guys have been doing?
I was just going to activate it going forwards, but if we want to retroactive, I'm not going to stop you.
Yeah. Honestly, it's something your character is built to do, and your character would have thought to do it in that moment, in the moment it happens. So it's.
I'm not just going to pilfer these people's last remaining thoughts. That's all.
Yeah.
Oh dear heavens.
anyway, did you find out anything interesting?
Okay, you heard a lot of variations of sibilations such as nanu nanu.
Nanu
Good.
nanu.
Good,
Yeah.
good.
In. Oh, that's a good question. Do they speak in their native tongue?
My guess would be yeah. So if we wanted to
Yeah.
get anything out of it, I'd have to have.
Pablo would have
You'd have to relay what you think they're
Right.
saying to me,
But
and then I would have to
it-
translate from what you're saying into what. Yeah.
So
They
it would.
could-
Well, no, because they just talk.
Yeah.
Like I activate them and then they just gibber. So everyone can hear it. So basically, like what
Oh,
we
okay.
could do is like I come over and do the the Obi-Wan bend down, touch the body real quick kind of a thing, and as Pavla is looting their pockets, and then they just start gibbering for a second. And the first couple ones, I feel like maybe there'd be some reflexive stabs before she realized what was going on. But yeah, no, that might work.
Alright.
Okay.
So
also,
between
that brings up the question: do people think in their own language, or our
Usually.
thoughts?
Usually, yeah.
Yes. In fact, studies have actually revealed that language determines how people think. That people aren't able to think without language.
Yeah. There's for another example, one of the guy's dads on Game Grumps is from Israel, and so everything
I
he says,
assume.
everything he says is he thinks in Israeli first. So occasionally he'll be speaking, and just in the middle of a sentence, he'll just go. Eh.
And just kind of a buffering.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm.
Because when
So-
he speaks English, he has to translate everything from Israeli into English.
That's probably how I would speak if I spoke a different language too. Just like,
So-
okay,
So between, yes, in that case, Pavla, between mutterings of "monkey, monkey, chew the butter" and "weeble wobbles, but they don't fall down," you hear one of them. Yeah, one of them you hear say something along the lines of, "Our kingdom must rise again."
Pavla relays
And
this, and she kind of rolls her eyes as she does.
Yeah.
Does that track? Does that mean anything to you? Are the goblins here particularly? Have they had a kingdom?
they watched apparently too much TV.
Are they organized in some kind of substantial way?
That's a nice way to put it.
Ah.
Do you need a refresher or?
Yeah, just
Okay. Yeah. Okay, you know that the goblins here were looking for something they called the Sword of Zog, and that at some point in the past, it's probably linked to the fact that at some point, way, way, way long ago, this place used to belong to the goblins.
yeah. The
woods.
goblins used to like live here.
Okay, because we found a sword, or a magical something.
Yeah, and the statue of what's his face.
Yeah, and it had goblin writing on it.
Right.
I think you have it
I do.
because
I've been stibbity stabbing things with it.
Yeah.
Mostly goblins.
So we know that they we know that they want the thing. That's why they attacked you in the last room.
We still don't really know if it has any significance other than superstition.
Well, but like if we have essentially, right, the artifact that proves that you're the king of the goblins.
Oh. I am the king of the goblins.
The Goblin King Pavla. Wait.
I was gonna say I know it wouldn't necessarily make sense to anyone else to say that you have the shield of Andrim, but essentially you have their Excalibur.
I get the reference.
Yeah. So
Thank you.
But like so you are currently wielding King Arthur's sword if King Arthur were a goblin.
Oh, dingus dang it.
Yes,
But
you would recall that all the goblins were attacking you specifically because they wanted to get the sword.
So the question becomes, how can we leverage that? Because that's a huge political piece.
Again, Pavla, you know that there are a tribe of goblins above, under the command of a chieftain.
Right, like we're not under necessarily explicit instructions from the Duke to like take over this place, but like we have been threatened already ish. I mean like very vaguely by the guy who runs this place.
Mm,
Like is there some kind of advantage that we can get in this town by leveraging that sword?
I don't know.
Is
You could probably
my
get an
initial
initiative round.
thought.
Mm.
But I don't know if there are any goblins who are worth promoting because I can't imagine that you want to be king of the goblins.
Well, there is. Do I know about?
Great Chief Grausk.
Yeah.
Is
There.
that a
Yeah.
good? Is that
There's.
good, great Chief Grausk? Or is
Okay,
that like we need to overthrow Great Chief Grausk?
another reminder. Great Chief Grausk is the leader of the.
What is that snapping sound?
I'm turning off my mic.
Sorry.
She's just clipping her toenails. I don't know.
He is the leader of the goblins in Thornkeep. The goblins are just kind of humorous trash pickers and crafters.
Trash goblins.
Troblins, if you will.
yeah. Who just kind of they live in the town. They somewhat keep to themselves. They're fine enough. They generally keep to themselves, but interactions have been semi-friendly as much as they can be with goblins. Their chief fancies himself one of the leading men of the town, and everyone else just doesn't bother to tell him otherwise because they don't care.
Hmm.
So delusions of grandeur.
Meaning your leader has that opinion of him.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, did we find out what the name of the dog slicer was?
they made the goblins you fought made reference to a sword of Zog.
Okay.
If it has a name other than that, it was not dropped.
Oh,
No
Zog.
name drop, of course.
There. I just wanted to write that down. Okay.
Okay, so
We might have
guys-
leverage. It might just be like, hey, you took that from us, give it back.
Right. Okay, so what I am asking though is there such thing as a trustworthy goblin, someone that we could use? Or is that a fiction?
Depends on how much you can get them to trust you. It's
Like does this thing become yours now? Is this once the Sword of Zog, now wielded by Pavla kind of a thing?
I'm
Or
not
is
actually
this-
sure.
Or
Judging
is
by the
this
way they
like
attacked.
we hand this over to the Duke and then he has some kind of power over goblins?
Well, if that's the
Because
case, I
he
don't think we
holds
want to
us
give this to the
together.
Duke.
He becomes infinitely more sparkly.
quick
I'm
clarification:
just
the Duke in this story is Hans, the guy who sent
Yeah.
you for a fire.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
no,
Duke.
yeah, I'm
the
not talking
Baron
about
is
the
the guy who
governor.
leads,
The
yeah.
Baron.
I get confused.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know there's a goblin presence in Imbara.
I don't know if they would be interested in Zog, but it certainly could give him leverage in this town, which is something it looks like he could potentially use, given the political state that we have identified already.
I'll have to think on that.
It's just something to consider. I don't know if he would be willing to pay us more for it, or if it would be more advantageous for us to just try and
Well,
use
I
the
don't know.
thing while
Yeah, I
we
don't
are
know.
here, because we are potentially in danger.
Right, I don't know if the Duke would be interested in this. From what I was gathering, he was more interested in some kind of a boomstick.
Is that
A
what these
stick-
things are for?
No,
A stick that booms?
You don't know it's a boomstick. It's all you guys know is it's a mechanism that's attached to a tube of some sort.
Yeah.
Fine, explode tube.
Well, I mean,
British, you don't know what a gun is. You don't know what that thing does.
For all we know, it's a dart gun.
yeah. As far as I recall, Madalena was able to determine that
Yeah.
something is acted upon within the barrel, but what
Right.
occurs, we don't
Right.
know.
But yeah, I don't think the Duke would be very much interested in this kind of an artifact, but if we need someone to sell things to, my boss can get us really good prices in town.
Sure. Well, I'm
Literally
not
sell a
saying
kingship here.
we necessarily need. Oh, yeah. Uh, what I'm saying, I think, is that we are holding, for all intents and purposes, the Goblin Crown.
Oh.
Which could or could not be incredibly influential. I
I
don't
guess.
understand their political
It
situation.
really depends on how much you think a bunch of goblins' loyalty is worth.
Well, if they had a kingdom before,
Hmm.
Or illusions of a kingdom. We
Very-
don't know.
we just traipsed through an area which is supposed to be littered with their artifacts. They seem pretty adamant about it. I'm just saying they're capable of organization at least.
I think we need to look into this further, because I'm still not sure this has much to do with the goblins specifically.
The place or the artifact?
This place, like the sword might, but
Because
this place.
I can absolutely verify that weapon was created by nothing but goblins.
No. I'm saying the sword is definitely goblin. It's freaking dog
Sure.
slicer, but
No, I'm not, and I'm not saying that the place is necessarily significant in that it was a goblin stronghold. I have taken no note of their architecture in this place, but if they think that they had a king, if they think that they had a kingdom, that could be even more important than them ever having had a kingdom. Is what I'm saying.
right.
Okay.
People's desires and aspirations can be can be the difference between whether wars happen or not.
That or we put a bounty on our heads in Goblin Country
Sure,
because we
but
stole the sword of Zog.
you could do that by waving it around, as we have already tested.
Mm, I think it's mostly in everyone's best interest in the towns if the goblins kind of think they're running things, but actually aren't. That's kind of the way it is up there. Like the goblins really think they're more important than they actually are.
Well, they're goblins.
I'm just saying, a force, a group of creatures who are literally everywhere that everyone overlooks, could be useful to us at some point in time.
Interesting.
I'll think
I'm
about it. In the
just saying,
meantime,
we have we have a potential significant enemy in the Baron. It's just something to keep in mind.
right. Well, in the meantime, should we be moving on, or did we want to head back to town for the time being?
I think we wanted to.
How are we doing on supplies?
Not good. I definitely think we are preparing for the head back. We will head down, see where this door leads, and try and probably head back.
Jing.
Hmm.
Make me a will check, please.
Oh no.
You said a will check?
Yes, thank you.
Give me a second here. Back. 2. And bear.
Okay.
And do I have to refresh? Do I have bonuses to will?
Your
Yes.
will save is a 3.
Nice.
Yep, it's over here. Is where.
There, thank you.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm trying to
So that's
I'm trying to move
21.
I'm trying to move my camera around. And not have
Ooh, unless it's versus a charm or compulsion
Mm-hmm.
effect,
Okay.
and then she gets a +2 to it.
Nice. Either way, rolled an 18.
Okay. Magdalena,
Yeah.
you start. Your vision starts getting odd again, and you start feeling a bit of an you start feeling a strange atmosphere in the room. Um, and for a brief minute, you think that the figure you saw before, the lady dressed in yellow, uh, might might suddenly appear once again. But as you look around, she doesn't.
Okay. I'm fairly centralized in the room. If I look around, do I see anything out of place?
No, nothing's out of place. In fact, your vision's starting to clear a bit. Everything
Yeah.
looks normal.
When I come out of it, I realize I've braced myself against the nearby wall.
Right.
Why do I have the sketchy feeling that I just evaded being possessed?
I don't know.
Well, in the
Anyway,
meantime, Pabla is going to kind of do a little sneaky sneak around the corner to kind of peek into the next room.
okay, you guys see some light down that way.
Oh.
So additional light, in addition to what you guys have been seeing so far.
Is it flickering light or is it like
Yeah,
constant?
it's
Okay,
flickering.
flickering light. Okay.
Is it like the sketchy magic light we've encountered, or
No, this seems a bit different. There is still the magic light presence, but there's something else.
It's probably more
I
Uh,
know the
goblins.
fire is candlelight.
yeah. So, you guys are heading down that way. If you guys would like to remove your tokens, I'll get that map.
come on?
If you know the fire is torchlight, then we all should have been playing it long ago.
Oh, guys, don't forget we have our rule of cool tokens.
Oh yes, the rule of cool.
So, you guys come into this fuzzy room.
Fuzzy room.
Yeah.
Is the room fuzzy?
Yes, just a little bit. No.
Yeah, the maps are like really low res,
Okay.
and I couldn't do anything about it.
Group yourselves up in this corner over here, where Pabla is. Okay. This large chamber appears to be a natural cave with some yellow crystals glittering in the walls. A level flagstone path clings to the western wall, but most of the room is an open chasm.
Oh
Ooh.
heavens.
Uneven columns of rock jut from the chamber's depths, matching the height of the flagstone floor to the north and south. Water streams down from the roof of the cave and pools 30 feet below around the bases of the rock columns. A rickety ladder lies on the ledge of the cliff near you, along with torches and a barrel full of pitch.
A barrel
Hmm.
full of pitch.
For making more torches.
Yeah.
So the ladder goes down into the chasm.
Let me read that again real quick. No, actually.
Hmm.
The ladder is just on the ledge, lying down.
Huh.
You would estimate that it is about 10 feet long,
How long would I estimate the drop to be?
30 feet long.
Ooh, okay.
So that would hurt.
Yeah.
Mm.
But none of the gaps between the columns are longer than 10 feet.
I don't know about you, but I can't jump flat-footed 10 feet. Well, my character might, but I can't.
But we have a
Yeah.
10-foot ladder.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah. Let's take a
Oh.
look here at perception checks.
Thought you meant like a stationary ladder.
Okay.
Well,
No,
ladders aren't
shit.
really
if
stationary.
it's
Why
set
am I
up in
hearing
line
myself?
on the ledge.
Jing,
Yes.
yeah, you notice two things. First off, you notice that the yellow stones in the wall are fairly easy to get at. The second thing you note, and don't look like they're really stuck in the wall all that much. Pavla, you notice that as well.
Hmm.
However, what only Jing notices is that there are conspicuous holes along some of the walls above the chasm, um, with a little bit of movement. Not much, just something shifting.
Hmm.
You would estimate around 4.
Bats.
Let me look here. Yes.
They're barnacles.
This probably would not help me. All right.
Well,
I would relate to the rest of the group, just that I am seeing something in the wall differently, but just like,
Guys, I'm seeing
guys,
things.
there is something in the walls.
we should probably head back if we're going to.
In the walls.
Like these gaps where it looks like some gems might have been removed. It looks like something's moving.
Hmm.
They haven't stirred. They haven't stirred or anything. They're just there.
I'm honestly tempted to try and grab at one of these gems, but I have a feeling something bad is going to happen if I do. Uh,
Do they look like precious gems?
They look like well.
actually,
Maybe.
oh, go ahead. Never mind.
Yeah. Sorry.
I can appraise. I'll
Anyone
do it.
who's interested, make a appraise check.
That is 21. Why am I hearing myself?
I don't know.
I rolled a natural one.
Praise.
She's like things in the walls.
Got an 8.
Okay.
So I rolled a 21 on appraise.
Just a D20, right?
Yeah. Plus your appraise.
I don't have anything in
0,
appraise. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I got a 5.
yeah. Okay, Robin. These crystals are completely worthless.
They're worthless. I turn around and I start walking the other way.
Oh, hey. My appraise with a natural 1 comes out as a 10. I'm not sure how, though.
Yeah. Whew. In that case, yeah, they don't look like they're valuable
I wonder if this character
necessarily.
sheet
But,
is miscalculating.
yeah.
Oh, no, it adds 3 because it's a class skill. That's what it is.
Okay.
Out of curiosity, Magdalena, you're just walking around from room to room looking at things, right?
Yeah, and if I find anything interesting, I
Right.
gravitate towards curios and artifacts.
Cool. Okay, so you guys are confronted with this room. You are on one side of the room with a 10-foot ladder, and some torches, and a barrel of pitch. There are columns
So the
here
drop
with
is
holes in the walls.
30 feet down.
30 feet down.
Is it the same over here?
Yep.
And it's dark down there?
Yes.
Okay.
It is quite dark. You get the feeling, Magdalena, that this chasm was not part of the original builder's plans.
Yeah.
And where are the gems again?
They're in the walls.
Like over here?
And just all around the room, honestly.
Oh, so like I could walk over here and just pry one off?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like
Easily.
a
What?
geode-studded cavern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What color is it?
Yellow.
Yellow.
You gain 1 worthless yellow crystal.
Yep. Totally
And
worthless.
that's all that happens.
Yep. All right.
Uh,
Well, I do have a bunch of rope if we wanted to climb down, and then
by the way, these
I could
things
climb
here,
up on the other side and let
yeah,
her
these,
rope down. Actually, I could
yeah,
probably climb down. I've got a really good climb skill.
by the
Yeah,
way, I should
I
also
like-
mention that these little bits here
Yeah.
are clearly parts of what used to be the floor.
Okay.
Zing, they look sturdy.
All right.
Oh, okay.
I'm concerned about what might be in the water, but I think that's a better plan than trying to just jump across. Yeah,
Well, we have this
Um,
ladder here.
we do, but as it was described by the GM, it's rather rickety.
It's rickety, but it will hold weight. However, it is only 10
Will it-
feet long.
Will it hold me with my whole kit, or the doctor with just his biceps?
Wait.
Give me a knowledge engineering check.
Okay, I can do that.
Yeah.
14 plus my 7 bonus is a 21.
Whoa.
Actually, you think it will.
Mm,
This thing looks like it was made to hold weight
okay. Well, I will.
by goblins, but it was made to hold weight.
Well, I mean, if that's
None of these.
if that's the case,
It's a fairly load-bearing structure, so
Yeah,
we
none
could
of
use
these
it.
look more than 10 feet wide.
well, at the very least, what we could do is have Pavla use the ladder to move across, because if it's made for a goblin, she's pretty goblin, same size.
Sized.
And then we can climb down. She can tie up a rope, and we can climb up that way.
I can do that.
Either way, I do think we should go back and get supplies before this point, because otherwise we're gonna have to recross, head
Pa-
back.
Pavela, do you think you are strong enough to maneuver the ladder between the platforms?
Am I? Can I pick up the ladder?
Yes, you can.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Alright.
It's doable.
So I'm gonna place the ladder between the first two, and I'm gonna walk across it.
Okay.
Do I have to make any checks?
No, you're fine.
All right.
This is
I'll-
This is what it was made for. Now,
I'm going to be stealthing for this
yeah.
because I don't want to disturb the things in the walls.
Oh, no worry. I know what your stealth is for this room.
Okay.
While she does that, can I take a closer look at or attempt to
Take a closer look at what?
the whatever's in the wall, like a tentative,
Yes.
cautious look?
Yes. Make me a perception roll.
It's wolves. There are wolves in the walls.
There are wolves in the
There are
walls.
wolves in the. Okay, that's.
That does
Sorry.
make me thought that something that's a mix between a bat and a wolf would be a good creature for attention
Nice.
sometime.
Find my die.
Have you ever heard of a barghest?
You got a +7.
I'm assuming it's already been thought.
Well,
by
thank
someone.
the Lord, I have a plus
Here,
7.
hold on.
What is it? Oh, well then.
Well, that was less than
Oh yeah.
useful.
Yep. See what you're talking about.
You can't really see them. Okay. How am I gonna treat this? Okay. I know how I'm gonna do this.
Ah, boy.
Alright.
Okay. I'm gonna put the ladder.
Oh dear.
What?
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Do your thing.
What?
Do your thing.
No. I'm gonna put the ladder across carefully and quietly because I'm a stealthy little mouse.
Yep.
And I'm gonna walk across it again.
Okay. The ladder creaks. Only a little bit. You're being pretty sneaky. You are cursing yourself a little bit because of the slight noise. But for most creatures it should be okay. Unfortunately, these creatures rolled really well.
Oh
All right. Things start coming out of the wall.
I bet you they're centipedes.
No,
no!
actually.
No!
Surge? Take a
Mm,
closer look at you. Ew, no.
they're giant mosquitoes.
Wow.
Okay. So you guys can see these now.
Mhm.
I am going to. Does anyone have knowledge nature?
I do.
Joel, make me a quick roll as you watch them climb out.
15.
Okay, I'm gonna say that's enough because that's a good DC for this. All right, these are sturges. Yes, they are giant mosquitoes. They are blood-sucking insects. They like congregating near groups of water. They can carry diseases. They do not like fire, open flames.
Oh,
They
oh,
tend to stay away from it.
do I have a present for them? Oh, that's what the torches are for.
Yeah.
All right.
So I will quickly shout. I will quickly shout out to Pavla. I'll basically shout out, Sturges, light some torches. They don't like fire.
I don't have any torches.
Oh no!
Alright, I'll ready my bow to start shooting the closest thing
Everyone,
to Pablo.
roll initiative.
Hallelujah.
Question:
Alright.
we actually have pitch, so if one of us managed to get some fire going, couldn't we shoot fire? Couldn't she actually shoot fire arrows?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just have to. I mean,
Ooh,
like,
nice.
they
I
have
mean,
to
that
have.
might take a few actions.
Like, they wouldn't be super effective unless we
That's
had
19.
something to, like, hold the pitch.
I mean, they don't really need to hold the fire for more than like 5 seconds of flying through the air and hitting a sturge.
Well, that assumes that fire does more damage to them. They don't like it, so they won't go near it. But that doesn't mean it hurts them more.
That's true. It may cause them
Okay.
to flee, though.
Pavla, do you have anything I can light on fire for you?
Well, we have the torches, right? Like, we have the torches in the pitch.
Yes, you do. You guys have it on your side of the.
I mean, I also have
awesome.
actual torches on me.
Well, we also have actual torches just sitting here.
It's
But
true.
the keynote, of course, is that you should absolutely light and then throw a torch, because that couldn't go wrong in any way.
20 feet.
These are fast little bugs.
20 feet. 20 feet.
I should probably roll initiative at some point, shouldn't I?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Hannah, have you rolled? Oh no.
Oh, good.
Well, I got a 13.
Plus, it is rolled a 13.
Rolled a 13. Yeah, sorry.
Okay. Yeah, your initiative is a. Where is it? Oh, it's a 1.
It's a big ol' 0.
So, okay, you have a 14 initiative.
Question.
So, just grab your square here and move it over to the 14 on the initiative tracker.
Answer, daily double.
Answer, yes.
Oh
man.
Can I use my hero point to re-roll my initiative?
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm totally doing that because I feel like going last with this is no boy.
A bad idea.
I think I also just dropped my coin into one of your bags. I'm sorry.
Okay,
I was trying to drop it beside your thing.
That's okay.
That is a much better roll. I gotta.
Nice. Your initiative modifier is slower than the Sturges.
Dang it.
Yeah, sorry. Oh, yep, okay. It dropped into my AoE chest.
Oh, so actually at 18. Oh, so actually re-rolling did nothing for me. Dang it. I didn't see the... Oh, well, I wouldn't have known that.
Well, no, it did something for you. It's made you able to go before Jing and Magdalena.
Yeah, but I mean that's our team, so it doesn't really matter. Dang it. Oh well. I tried.
I mean, but yeah.
We tried.
Okay.
I'm gonna have my rapier out. It's my weapon of choice.
Yeah. That kind of goes against the spirit of having the tokens in the first place. Would you just want to? Yeah. It's just. Shoot. Oh well.
I feel like,
Anyway.
I feel like you would have to draw your rapier in this situation.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah, you're trying to sneak across a ladder and keep both hands free to grab ladder and move it.
Fine, I'm gonna draw my rapier on my first turn then.
Yeah. Okay, Sturge number 4 is gonna go first. That is.
I'm a tiny mouse.
How high did you roll on your initiative for all these?
Very high! Absurdly high! Here's an indicator. Their initiative mod is a 4.
Heavens. I
Okay,
can hear myself
great.
too.
Yeah. So. Okay, these things have a. Cool. He is going to.
I'm a
They
tiny
have
mouse.
1,
which is
2,
About a weapon.
3, 4, 5.
Oh!
He's going to start buzzing you.
Don't buzz me.
Yeah, Okay. Oh no. Oh no. Right.
And this is
This
how
thing
we
is-
die to Sturges.
Hmm.
These things are not nice. Roll me a touch deflect check.
Okay. I'm trying to see if I have a. Ugh, that echo is getting really annoying. I'm just trying to see if I have a thing that resists disease because, you know, rat.
Hmm.
I rolled a 19. You said
Robin.
what kind of a deflect?
Touch.
So
Robin.
that's +4. I'm sorry. 23. Yes.
Yes. Wait, you
Yes.
said 18 and 4?
You're fine, you're fine.
Okay.
Wait, what was it, Aaron?
I was going to see if there's a doorway that is open between you and Caleb. Because the only
There's like a
person
crack, but
that's making sound is Caleb through. But I'm not sure if it's like
it's like a
someone-
crack, but it's not usually that bad, even when the door's open.
Yeah.
I
So
don't-
I don't know. It could also be someone's audio, like
Uh,
the mic picking up their.
That is possible as well.
Okay. Alright, she's closed the door. Right then, yeah, that was his first thing.
Door's completely closed now.
Cool. He is going to, okay, what he's actually going to do is he's going to take a 5-foot shift over here and buzz here now. So, next is Sturge number 1.
Can you still take a 5-foot step if you've already moved with the new initiative system? Movements, action, economy?
That's a good
I
point.
thought
That might-
5-foot steps weren't a thing anymore.
Yeah, they are. It's just you have to make. Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Oh, is it just an action?
I believe it's just an action now.
Sorry,
Uh,
it's been a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking Caleb's mic is being slightly overly sensitive because I can hear myself when I talk as well.
I'll turn it down, or I'll turn down the sensitivity a bit.
Yeah, I was gonna say it. I can still hear the echo. It sounds more like I'm hearing somebody else's speakers.
Huh.
Yeah.
I can hear myself on occasion too.
Manage microphone. No, I don't
Just
want
Live,
so-
everybody.
Oh.
Da 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 da.
I just want to device properties. Let's try that.
Right click on your
Okay.
little speaker
I've
thing.
I have turned my personal volume down from 60 to 35. Hopefully that'll help.
Hello.
Excuse me.
I can still hear it.
Yeah, I hear it
You
too.
haven't gotten any quieter either, Kay.
Yeah, oh.
Yeah, weirdly enough.
Yeah, hit your little speakers thing in the bottom right-hand corner there. Hit
Why you trouble?
sounds,
Yep.
recording,
Yep.
right-click
Yeah.
microphone, hit properties.
I'm gonna
Levels.
refill my juice.
Yeah, levels and turn it down. And make sure you hit apply.
It is down to 15 now.
Did you hit apply?
Yeah.
That's weird because it hasn't changed at all.
I don't. Yeah, I'm doing exactly what's. It's at 0 now.
That's not doing anything then. Are you sure you're selecting the right microphone?
I'll check. Logitech USB headset. That's it.
Yet.
Huh.
By the way, to answer the question, yes, you can just step as a movement now.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Thank you. So yeah, he'll move. Yeah, I don't know what would be the problem then.
All right.
And meanwhile, Sturge 1 is coming.
No.
Make me another touch deflect.
That's an 18, so 20.
You're fine.
Okay.
And let's see. Yeah, he's going to stay there and try again, actually.
That's a 16, so 20. I think. Yes.
Okay, you're fine.
Dodge tank, dodge tank, dodge tank.
Dodge check. Dodge check. Yes.
Okay, so next we have Sturge number 2. And spoilers, he's going to be attacking you twice.
All right. So that's a 10, so 14.
Ooh. Okay. You, okay. You take no damage, and it does not attack you
Oh,
again.
hang on.
Oh?
Hang on. 1 second. Fewer, half or fewer of his hit points. Okay, I still have that many hit points, but I'm going to be benefiting from. Although I don't have any vigor. Oh, cornered. Okay. Alright. So cornered fury is just at half vigor, not wound.
Mhm.
So. Okay.
Reverse that, but yeah. Okay, so, you take no damage.
I mean, I feel like at this with the way that we work, we could very easily, this is an on-the-fly idea, but Corner Fury could probably work that when you are completely out of vigor is when it activates.
I think
under
that-
our system seems to be
Well,
quite
I
a fair
asked-
thing to make
I
sense.
think that's- Yeah, I think that's more flavorful, and it's an easier to remember thing, and I wanted it to be easy to remember, so let's just go
Well,
with that.
Okay.
So
I asked specifically before, and you told me half vigor.
Yeah, I told you many things. It's just that seems to be
No, that's what you told me because I wrote it down.
okay.
I was just because I'm at 3 wound currently, and I got healed for vigor, but my wound is down.
Okay.
That's what I was asking. Because I'm at 3 out of 12 wound right now.
Those are your wounds?
Yes.
Oh dear. Okay, well, whatever it's written as, just keep it.
Alright. Then I don't get a bonus to AC then.
Okay. It hits you with its touch attack, and so its barbed legs latch onto you, anchoring the Sturge in place.
No.
You are effectively grappled.
Okay.
You may free yourself with a grapple check or an escape artist check.
I think I'm better at escape artist, so I think I'll do that.
Okay, so blood drain. A Sturge drains blood at the end of its turn if it is attached to a foe, inflicting 1 point of Constitution damage.
Am I allowed to do that, or is it?
Not on your turn, you can, yes. So,
Okay.
it deals you a point of con damage.
Which is would lower your max wound points, which isn't going to affect you for a while.
Okay.
Okay, and you're fine. No disease.
Okay.
So then, he actually won't attack again. He'll stand there and suck your blood.
Okay.
So now, this Sturge flies over to you, however. Touch deflect check.
Okay. That's a 2.
He attaches as well and will start sucking your blood. Another point of con damage. Okay, and no disease. Okay, so now
I wanted to go back!
you have 2 Sturges attached to you. You are grappled. And these things feel like they are stuck in there pretty hard.
Oh, Lord.
Like, it's going to be harder to break these things than if they were just wrapping around you. Like, a lot harder. They're stuck.
Okay.
You could also attack them.
Oh, it's my turn.
Yes, it is your turn.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
sorry. Yes, I forgot to announce that. My mistake.
Okay, is there a point to getting out of the grapple? I mean, because they're just... I guess I could try.
Okay.
How many escape artist checks am I allowed to make?
You'll have to make 2 to break out of both of them, unfortunately.
Am I allowed to make 2?
Yes,
How many actions did that take?
2.
Okay. Escape artist is plus 10 for me.
Okay.
So 18 for 1.
Hmm. Do.
And then 21 for the next.
You actually break both of them.
Yay!
Nice.
Unbelievably.
And then with my last move, I'm going to attack Sturge 4.
You're going to draw your rapier, are you?
Never mind, I'm gonna draw my rapier.
Okay.
Sucks. Alright.
That goes to Dr. Devino with a heroic surge, feeling the need to protect your comrade who has suddenly found themselves, your injured comrade who has suddenly found themselves in much danger.
Okay.
You react much faster than you even thought you would have. And what do you do?
I am going to, first off, throw a bomb.
Okay.
But I'm
Cool.
going to throw it onto this square, but 5 feet down, so it doesn't hit Pavla. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yes, you're throwing it onto the column.
Yeah, I'm throwing it onto the column in such a way that the explosion will hit the Sturge 2 and 3, but not hit Pavla.
Okay, that is a range 25 attack. I don't know what increment that allows you to make the throw at.
I have to just make a DC 10.
Okay.
So it's normally okay, actually then. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump first. Or do I
Okay.
even have to jump? Because this is basically
Parkour.
that.
Hold on.
It's a 5-foot jump.
You do in fact have to jump, but it's a very easy jump.
Cool.
Parkour.
How hard is a 10-foot jump? What do I have to get to do that?
You need a 15 for a 10-foot jump.
Really?
Yeah.
For, yes.
Jumping 10 feet is a thing. It's a.
Oh
it's a
no,
very
not sorry,
difficult-
not 15. You need 12 to go between columns. For this one,
Ooh.
to jump onto the first one, however, easy. That's the roll you
okay.
made.
Like easy enough that I can step and still move to this space.
Yeah, easy.
Okay, cool. So I'm doing that.
Yeah.
I'm doing
Hint: it's a DC 5.
cool. I'm doing that first.
Okay.
And then I'm throwing the bomb here.
Does throwing a weapon trigger an attack of opportunity?
Oh crap! You're right. I should probably stand here then. So jump there. Throw
Okay.
it there. I just have to get a 10 or high. I have to
Yeah.
get a 10.
All right, that range 20. So, ooh.
Crap.
Hmm.
That is nope. Oh come on.
What did you roll?
I rolled a
Roll
4.
D8.
Like, what is that total?
So that is a. Wait, is it a DC 5 or DC 10?
It's 10.
Okay.
It's 10. I'm just.
So an 8, because I'm got -1 to Dex right now. I'm
Okay.
pretty sure.
I'm going to rule that you hit Sturge 2 because it is incapable of movement and its defenses are minused by 4.
Well,
So I'm going. Yeah.
Okay. I mean,
Yeah.
technically, I'm supposed to roll a D8.
A D8 to
Oh, okay.
see where the splash weapon
Oh,
randomly
because the
lands.
because the throw failed. Yeah, sure. Go roll for the D8 then.
Yeah, cool. Do you want me to roll 2 D8s, one for height and one for spacing?
Yes. Roll me 1d8 for the vertical space. So 1, 2, or 3 means it goes up. 4, 5. Yeah. Yes, a 4 and an 8 is sideways. 5, 6, 7 is down.
Okay. I got an 8.
Okay, it is under Sturge 2.
Okay, and then I get a 3.
Okay. So that lands. I should have really. I'll just do it from my angle. 1, 2, 3. It hits this column over here.
Okay, better than nothing.
Okay, so yeah, it still splashes
Splash
onto Sturge 2.
Cool.
Because you hit the same height, just on the column behind him
He
instead of in
gets
front of
to
him.
make a reflex 11.
Okay. I think I might just rule that he fails that.
Cool. He takes.
Well, hang on. Let me. Yeah, I'll roll it. I'll roll anyway. Yeah, he fails.
All right, cool. He takes 2 points of fire damage, and there is an explosion of fire. Just one-
Okay, fire is over there.
Yes.
Yeah, cool.
And with my last action, I'm going to light a torch.
Okay, awesome. Nice. That takes the turn up to Jing. What would you like to do?
Alrighty. I think I'm gonna make an attempt at the Sturge 1 over here.
Okay,
I'm
the
gonna try
one that
to
is
shoot him down.
sure.
Let's see.
That is what 4 attack rolls?
Yeah, 2 for the initial, and then I use
Okay.
D8s for my damage dice, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Then I'll snag a second one.
Okay.
Oh, I can hear myself again. Weird. All right, so wah. Initial is 3. My bonus is what, 5?
That sounds right, unless you leveled up last time and we forgot about it.
No, I don't think I did.
So yeah,
We didn't sleep anyway, so it wouldn't have taken effect.
No, not yet. Hey.
Second for my first. Ugh, I suck.
it's not a
What did you
1.
roll?
That is the important distinction.
Yeah. All right. Both of those attacks miss. Are you gonna keep attacking for your other 2 actions?
Yes.
Okay.
So, wait.
Petrified, paralyzed.
Uh-huh.
Well, apparently I just couldn't draw my bow properly because I panicked or something. Because I
You
just
don't like flying creatures.
I don't like bugs. Apparently.
Oh, that's a good point. You probably would have actually had to take an action to draw your weapon.
Oh,
The- The Sturge that wasn't moving, was it not moving because it was grappled?
Sturge 2 and Sturge 1 are currently grappling.
Right. So.
Um, it is then Magdalena's turn after a drawn weapon and 2 attacks. Thank you for the reminder.
So the torches on the ground.
Yeah.
They'll take an action to pick up, I assume.
Yes, they will.
Okay, because lighting a torch, as stated in these rules, is a 3-action event.
Oh.
Oh, it is?
Yep.
Joel, you have started lighting a torch.
Okay.
It's if you're gonna do it with a flint and steel, it's 3 actions.
That makes sense. I guess I pull out a torch would actually
Okay, that's fair.
be what I do with that action.
So the
Yeah.
question
Oh,
is,
I just realized.
are any
Okay.
of them close enough to me that I can light it while it's on the ground?
Are any of them close enough to you that cough what's on the ground?
That I could light them while they're on the ground. I think I'd have to get my flint and steel anyway, so I will remove my flint and steel from my pack, which is also considered a
Okay.
complex action. So
Okay. Yeah, I'll allow you to pick up a torch and grab a flint and steel.
okay.
Yeah.
I thought. Never mind.
You thought what?
I thought there was a torch already lit on our side.
Nope.
There
we
is.
haven't
Actually.
been
Oh yeah, that's right. There is. Yeah, there's one that's there's one that's been placed in a sconce nearby. That's just
Okay.
kind of illuminating this area. It is next to Jing.
Okay.
Does that at
So
all minimize the steps?
if it's next to Jing,
Mhm.
am I able to get to it, or is
Yes, you
Jing?
can.
Okay.
Yeah, you can maneuver around and grab it.
All right. And this ledge is walkable.
Yes, it is.
Okay. I'm going to do a drive-by. So I'll grab the torch. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. Move to this location.
Okay.
Okay. And then this one in front of me, Sturge 4, is currently grappling.
That thing is actually flying around. The two that are grappling are
But I thought you said they weren't grappling anymore.
no
They got
Sturgis.
out.
Oh yes, Sturgis 1 and 2. Pavla just got off of her, so they're all
Okay.
flying around. That's right.
Okay. Is I guess I guess it would be like intimidation to try and wave the torch around at them. I don't know.
Make me an attack. No, make me an intimidate check.
Okay. 19 plus 1 is a total of 20.
Plus whatever
It's-
bonus for
it does-
fire.
yeah. It does not want to be anywhere near you. um. Okay. Is that all 3 actions? Grab, move.
That's it.
swing? Yeah, okay. So Sturge 4 will go now. He does not want to be here. He does not want to be anywhere near that. He'll buzz off over here.
Question.
Do I get an attack of opportunity because I drew my rapier?
Also, does Aaron get an attack of opportunity because the torch is technically a weapon?
Yes, he does then.
Of the improvised variety,
Yep.
are you? Yeah.
It's an attack with an improvised weapon, but roll the attack anyway.
Okay.
I just crit.
Roll to confirm.
18.
That'll hit.
That is
Minus
a 14
4.
plus 6, so 20.
Confirm
So,
crit.
I rolled an 18,
Ah!
but if I recall correctly, that's -4 in Pathfinder, and I don't have strength mod, so 14.
Oh yeah. Wait, that's a 14 overall.
I believe so. I believe Attacks made with
yeah.
improvised weapons are -4.
So that's a... Actually, that's a 16, because it's 18 plus your... Oh, no,
Oh,
you'd have to...
because the basic doesn't your base attack bonus, does it apply to everything in this?
I
The
thought it...
math in Pathfinder is weird.
Yeah.
Yes, it applies
does,
to
yeah.
everything.
So that's a
Okay.
16. You hit!
Okay. Okay, I'll go look up torch.
I crit the Sturge for 8 damage.
Ow. And it just took... Yeah. So, Pavla, you are able to pierce one of its wings, temporarily halting its movement as it tries to fly away from the torch, allowing Magdalena to actually smack it one, sending
Alright.
sparks flying around.
It is an improvised weapon that deals bludgeoning damage equal to that of a gauntlet of its size, plus 1 point of fire damage.
Nice.
Now I better go look up a gauntlet.
Of course, that's how that references it.
Yep, of course. So...
It's a medium torch, yeah? Or a small torch?
It's a small torch, actually.
Alright,
It's
then
for
it
a
does
small creature.
1d2 damage.
Okay. Plus 1 fire.
So,
Nice.
2.
Yeah, max
Yeah.
damage.
2 points of bludgeoning, 1 point of fire.
Okay, yeah, you've hit this thing, and it is
Not happy.
wounded. It is very upset and flying away as fast as... It's going back... Yeah, it is so upset that it's going back to its hole.
Oh,
This
It's a
thing-
mesquite.
Yeah, he was expecting a meal, not fire, pain.
Fire,
Flames,
bad pain.
flames.
Flames on the
On the
side
sides
of
of
my
my face.
Whew. Yeah, he is going away. Sturge number 1. Pavla has just gone away, has broken out. Fire has just exploded beside it, and there's more fire over here. It's not happy. It's also going to try to fly away. This way.
Ah.
You already took your attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It flies over here, surveys the scene, sees another individual on the columns, and decides to go nom nom over there. And will make an attack against Dr. Franklin Devono. Roll a deflect check.
Versus touch, I'm assuming.
Yes, versus touch.
Ooh. 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 Nope. Got a 4.
It latches onto you as well. It's what looked like hairs at first on its arms are very clearly spikes all of a sudden. As it grabs onto you, and you can feel your blood sucking away. 1 con damage.
That is not nearly as bad for me.
No.
I've already used all my rages.
As it sucks your blood, you think you see its its eyes suddenly widen as it realizes just how much of a buffet you could turn into.
oh no.
Alright, I have 8 wound points before it starts actually lowering my wound.
Yay! Now Sturge number 2. Sturge number 2 just had a bomb thrown at him. He's not happy either. He's flying. Yeah, he's flying in retreat back to his hole. And is going to spend his turn buzzing around there. Sturge number 3 is not happy either. However, he starts flying back away from the torch that was swinging and hit a thing. And like the other one, he will also see Dr. Franklin and try to latch on.
He is probably going to succeed.
Probably.
14.
Yeah, he succeeds. 1 more con damage, and I need to roll these now. You're fine. Let's try again. And you're fine. Okay. Dr. Franklin, you're concerned because you know these things can carry diseases. You don't feel bad yet. And with that, where is Sturge number? Okay, so yes, they have all gone. Pabla, it is now your turn.
Okay, so the ladder is still stretched across this section here.
Yes, it is.
Can I walk across it without penalty?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna go here,
Okay.
and I am going to attack. No, I'm gonna feint first against
Yes.
Sturge 1.
Okay.
That's a 17 plus 10, so 27.
It sees your attack coming and braces itself. It doesn't look like he can dodge.
Okay. So I will attack. That's a 3. Plus 6, so 9.
Ooh. A 9, you say?
Yes.
Unfortunately, that's not. Yeah, that's even with the feint. Yeah, unfortunately, you miss.
Okay. That's my
so,
turn.
Okay. And so it is now Dr. Franklin Devino's turn. You have mosquitoes on your arms.
Cool.
You could try to attack them or try to get out. They feel pretty stuck.
Or, alternatively, I'm going to finish lighting this torch.
Yeah, go ahead, light the torch.
I light the torch.
Okay, they are none too pleased about that.
Let's see. So one torch to pull one. So I already had the torch in my hand, and then pull out the flint and steel, light it. So I should still have one more action. Yes.
Yeah, because he spent 1 action to do it, and it's a 3-action maneuver, so he spent 2 to do it, so he should have still have 1 more action this turn.
He brought out the torch last time.
Right.
Right.
So it
So-
takes 3 actions to light it using a flint and steel.
So that'd be the whole turn?
Yeah, it would.
Okay.
Um,
I thought it was 3, including getting the torch out. That's what I was asking.
I see.
At least the way it reads, it says that lighting a torch with flint and steel takes 3 actions.
Okay. Well, then I have a torch in my hand.
Okay.
It's Flamey Boy.
Yeah, the Sturges
Fire
kind
up.
of. The Sturges flinch at that. They don't look happy. Jing, it's your turn.
Do you think I can shoot him off his arm? Like I don't.
You might be able to shoot them. You don't. If you think if you kill them, they'll let go. Do you have knowledge nature?
No, I only have history and religion.
Okay. Yeah, you don't know. You might be able to knock them off.
Yeah, I'll give it a shot on Sturge 3.
I mean, that's fair.
Okay.
You can shoot twice and
Yeah.
then move next to Magdalena to light another torch.
Right.
Mhm. Yeah.
So
So, first attack, which is 14 and 24.
they both hit.
Alright, so give it roll.
Attached as they are to his arm, it renders them rather immobile. So 10 damage overall.
Yup.
Do you have any bonuses to that?
I'm not exactly sure. Give me a second. Act.
So 1d8 plus 2.
1d8 plus 2. Okay, so 4 and 10 make 12.
All right. Excellent. Excellent. Okay. Yeah. Both arrows land solidly in it, and it starts leaking a concerning amount of blood.
Oh boy.
I mean,
Oh,
it's like a
buttocks.
mosquito when you hit it after it's
Yeah.
been sucking on you. It's extra full, so it looks worse.
Mm-hmm. What would you like to do with your other 2 actions?
You say snag a torch and take a few steps towards Magdalena.
Cool. Which makes it Magdalena's turn.
Hello.
I'll actually end my turn like right here so she can fast me and I'm not blocking.
Cool.
All right, so Sturge 3 is stuck in the doctor.
Yep.
Hmm.
Sturge 1 is not.
Yes,
Yes, he is.
Yes,
They
it
both
is.
are.
Okay.
They both are.
Which-
One is just
which one?
leaking now.
Which one just got shot?
3.
Sturge 3.
All right. Sturge 1 is the target of my daze then.
Okay.
So let's see. Exact wordings. All right, so spell class a creature with 4 or fewer hit dice so that it takes no actions. Humanoids of 5 or more hit dice are not affected. A dazed subject is not stunned, so attackers get no special advantage against it, but it doesn't take actions.
Oh dear.
After a creature has been dazed by the spell,
including hover.
it is immune to the effects of this. But well, if it has the hover quality, it doesn't have to take an action.
It doesn't.
Spell for 1 minute. So if it can pass the will save, it'll be fine.
Okay, so 1 will save DC of...
My save DC is set at, for a 0 level spell, 13.
Alright. Sturge number 1 suddenly stops flinching, stops sucking blood, stops fluttering, just sits there. Just gripped into Dr. Devino.
All right. That's 2 actions for a spell.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4 puts me here.
Okay. Cool.
Pass turn.
Yeah. Sturge number 4 looks like it's buzzing upsetedly in its hole. Sturge number 1 sits there. Sturge number 2 buzzes around his hole. He doesn't go into it yet. He's just kind of doing that thing that bugs do, flying around excitedly. Sturge number 3 lets go of Dr. Devino and buzzes off. It's wounded and just flying around.
And there's fire.
And there's fire. It doesn't like it. It's flying around. It doesn't seem to know where it is at the moment. And that is all of their turns. Pablo, you're up.
Do I know if the Sturge is dead or if it's just hanging out?
It's breathing, but it's not doing anything else.
If I were to attack it right now, would I get sneak attack or would I still have to feint it first, even though it's like not?
Judging from the way Days... okay.
Oh, it's
What?
dazed. Okay.
Yeah. So, that would be... Okay, dazed. Yeah, he has no penalties to his AC.
Okay, so I'll feint him first.
Okay.
That's a 21.
Success.
Okay, and the attack is a crit.
Roll to confirm that. Confirmed.
Oh yeah. Whew. That is 11 damage.
Okay.
Yeah, it is.
It also starts. You puncture it through the abdomen. It also starts bleeding more than it probably should.
How much should it bleed? I don't think anything should bleed. That's usually a sign that something has gone wrong if it is bleeding.
That's fair. What else would you like? And for your last action, Pablo?
Counterpoint.
I'll try to stab it again.
Okay.
There's a natural diagnostic process which occurs.
Oh,
in-
dang it! It looked like it was gonna land on the 20. I got a 5.
Which
So
translates.
that's 11.
Nope, not quite.
Yep.
Okay.
Mammalian female, where bleeding is actually quite healthy.
All right, Dr. Devino, there is an inactive scourge on your arm.
Cool. He's getting fire.
Okay. Alrighty then. How so?
It's stuck on my arm. I'm literally
Yeah.
just gonna hold the torch up to it.
Ooh.
Okay then.
I'm going to crisp it as much as possible.
Crispy.
Okay then.
I argue I should do at least 3 points of fire damage to it that way.
Takes no penalty to its AC, so okay, it's able to like sway back and forth. So still roll me 3 attacks just to be safe, but it is easier to hit. That hits. That hits. Okay, that does not. But there might be a reason for that. So, damage for torch is supposed to be 1d2 bludgeoning plus 1 fire.
No,
I'll just make that.
That was for a small. So the upgrade of a D2 is a D3.
Oh right, because this is your own torch.
Yes.
So yeah, 1d3 plus 1. Okay, so that's 4. Plus 2, so 6 more damage. And I'm treating that all as fire damage.
Cool.
Rather than blunt.
Ah.
For flavor purposes. You start roasting the... Yeah, you start roasting the sturge.
Boy!
How long
Your
does
wings
day-
are stupid!
How long does days last for?
A minute, I believe Aaron said.
One round.
Oh.
He's immune to it after. He's immune to it until after a minute has passed.
Oh, okay.
To restrict me from dazing people repeatedly.
Yeah. Jing, there is now a bloody crispy sturge on Rebecca Franklin's arm.
Indeed, there is, and I shall attempt to shoot at it.
Okay.
I'm a very boring person.
Yeah,
Twang!
that hits.
Oh, trust me, there is nothing boring about the consistency amount of damage you do.
Well, hang on. Roll damage for the first one, please.
The first one? The first one was a 5.
Oh, I thought you rolled a higher. Yeah.
No,
Okay.
no.
Okay,
I had not rolled yet. So
Okay.
5 and 17 with my bonuses are 10 and 22.
The 22 hits.
All right.
So this is a
Plus 2, 3 damage.
Well, okay. That one strike. Okay, hang on.
I mean, that's pretty impressive still. I mean, the doctor's in your way, holding fire, and the sturge is on his arm. You have to be very careful to hit
Okay, that strikes him in the thorax,
Ooh.
where important things are, and you start to see it sputter. It's beginning to have twitches that are a bit different from the twitches his fellow bugs are having. He doesn't die, but he looks pretty bad. Okay, so you have 2 more actions.
I do. All right, you said 4 and 1. Sorry, 4 and 2 had gone back into their hole.
4 is in its hole, 2 is buzzing around its hole, and 3 is just kind of aimlessly flying. And bleeding. From an arrow wound you gave it.
Yeah. Let me try hitting 3 again then.
Okay.
All right. So
It'll be a pretty difficult shot, but
12 with What is the
5.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so 12 even.
No, sorry. That's a miss.
So close to being more.
Yeah. Those all miss, and the turn goes over to Magdalena.
All right.
I'll just assume that you had, like, the torch balanced on your shoulder or something.
Or, much cooler, she tosses it up in the air, fires twice, and then catches it.
There
Because
we
it's
go.
not lit yet, so not
Yeah.
that dangerous to do that.
Alright, so Magdalena, you're up.
Okay. Sturge 1 is the one that I had previously dazed, so
Okay.
I don't have the ability to do that again.
Okay.
What else do I have? I could stabilize him.
He looks like he might need it.
I'm not great with any of this stuff. I could throw the torch at a +0, but if it took me like 16 to hit, then the odds are low that that will work for my beautiful self. Can't do anything to the doctor.
Can you stun one of the Sturges that is flying?
I can daze them, but it's not stunned.
No.
It's like it's not the. It just prevents them from taking actions. So I don't know that. I mean, we're
For the record, it
defended.
would definitely work.
We're
They don't.
defended from them.
Yeah. You don't. Yeah, they don't have the hover quality, so if you were to daze one that was in the air, it would jump. It would drop.
Yeah, they okay. So they have to take an action every turn to
Yeah.
stay alive. Okay. Well, I can try and daze Sturge 3 then. I mean,
Okay.
I don't have a lot to do with my life. So 13 wisdom save.
Okay. 13 wisdom save. Easy.
It is.
Easy to miss. He is dazed. His wings.
That's a 30-foot drop.
Yeah. His wings start to sputter a bit and slow down. Oh boy. Is there anything else you can do, or is that?
That's 2 actions right there.
Yeah.
And then I don't think there's anything else I can do with a 1 action quality. Like, because unless I was to give the doctor my torch, but that.
Yeah, you could light
I
one of
mean,
the torches on the ground.
oh, true. Okay, so I will light another torch on the ground in anticipation of potentially giving it to Papa.
Good idea. Alright, back around to the top. Sturge 4 is still nursing its injuries. There's some very angry buzzing. Sturge 1 does not like the fire Dr. Franklin has on him, and he is very bad, in a very bad way. He slowly flies back to his nest to be miserable.
Good.
Sturge number 2 looks like it's finally found its way back into its own hole. Sturge number 3, its wings finally stop, and you just watch it fall until it makes a little bloop in the water below.
Oh, and it's an insect, so it can't handle the water. Right?
Yeah, once its
Yeah.
once its wings get wet, it's basically goner.
Yeah, it can't handle the surface tension.
Yeah. So, okay, I'm going to assume that the rest of this is going to be hand Pavla the torch, Dr. Franklin and you guys can just move around from here.
Mm-hmm.
Then
So-
I think Jing just will take all of eventually kill them all.
Yeah. They have gone into their holes.
Okay,
Yeah, I was
well,
gonna say they're.
They would be pretty hard shots. So you might want to save your arrows.
okay.
Yeah. I would, however, light the torch that I have.
Okay. So, you guys are lighting torches. Magdalena, you said you wanted to give Pablo one?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll just say, yeah, you guys do that easily. So, Dr. Franklin, you are on and Pavla, you are on this first column. The ladder is still going between the first and the second one.
All right.
Dr. Franklin, do you want to stay here? Do you want to jump back to the other one? Do you want to start attaching your rope to go down? What do you want to do?
Do I have a torch now?
Yes, you do.
I think I'll just. Yeah, I'll start attaching a rope because even if I can make it down, it'll make it easier for everyone else.
Yeah. So, are you jumping back across? Or are you attaching it to the...
I'm hopping back across, yes.
Okay, that's an acrobatics check. It's easy, you just have to roll not lower than a 4. There! Yeah, easy. An easy hop.
Yeah, I'm gonna continue laying the ladder across.
You are not harassed the rest of the way. You make it all the way across.
Yay.
Cool.
Okay.
I will tie off
So
the
then
rope.
I'll attach the
so
rope.
so then we can climb down, wade through the water.
Yeah. You notice that the rope actually goes into the water quite a ways.
So it's quite deep.
When you get down, it is 5 feet deep.
Oh.
So I have to swim.
And it is literally, there's debris, but nothing substantial to stand on.
Alternatively, instead, the doctor will offer to have you ride on his shoulders or piggyback you, so you can hold the torch for him.
Okay. All right.
I think I will. Like, I do have +2 to swim, but I do think I would begrudgingly accept the offer just so we have a torch handy.
So do you leave the rope there, or?
I mean, yeah, it's rope.
Okay.
It's like
Cool.
It's like what, like 2 copper pieces or something?
Something like that.
Like, rope is real cheap. This is why you buy tons of it for moments like this.
Yep. All right. So you guys successfully make it all the way over.
Is there anything interesting in the water? Can we make perception checks?
There's sure. Make me some more perception checks. I'll treat these as separate.
It's a barracuda.
Oh no.
15.
All right, a 15. No, just looks like there's some assorted bric-a-brac, bits of stone. Nothing that you can really stand upon to make it easier, but it does make it. It would make it very difficult to swim through. Fortunately, the water is stagnant. Otherwise, this would be pretty dangerous. I mean, you do have the water trickling from the walls, but it's not like stirring it up and making it into a river or anything.
Alright, cool.
Yeah. So, I could be very mean.
Please no.
Does climbing 30 feet of rope technically require a climb check?
Yeah.
It's Pathfinder. Everything that
Yeah.
you should easily be able to do requires a climb.
Okay, I will-
Hey, climbing a rope is hard.
What is it? Does anyone have a negative to their climb?
Nope.
Taking a peek.
No.
No.
Very no.
In that case, I'm not going to make you roll. I'll just, you guys could easily make it with a 10.
Also, climbing up a wall though when you have a rope is much different than just climbing a rope straight up.
Yeah.
Well, but
Okay,
also,
that's fair.
like, I mean, if you want to consider, like, the situation we're in, we are wearing a lot of stuff that is now waterlogged.
Ooh, yeah.
Like, and
Okay.
we're gonna be wet climbing a cave wall and the rope. So like,
Okay,
so
so
and the
It's
person
slippy.
on the top isn't the strong one. So it's not like having Devino just.
That's fair. So we
Hoist
should
you up.
probably have, if we have Jing go first, because Jing I think actually has a climb stat.
and
I do.
as well as strength.
Yeah, so if Jing goes first, she can then
Well,
help.
she is the least in her like kit.
As well. Ah, yes.
Right. So if
I.e.
Jing,
I'm
not
going to say that
the
in
size.
consideration of your stuff being waterlogged, I will have you make the climb checks, but it's going to be
So-
normal because the DC for this
But-
already assuming that is true.
I mean, like, okay, so here's the order of events that, like, as an adventurer and used to being in horrible circumstances like this,
Whoa.
Magdalena is actually going to, because she has her kit set up so that she can take it off and
Okay.
then have someone haul the kit up, and then she will climb up separately.
How heavy is the kit?
Well, my bag is a heavy little thing. It's at least 30 pounds worth of shit.
Pavla can lift that. That's fine.
So there's that, and then, like, she would segment off the shield and she would segment off the breastplate so that she's not
Right.
like restrained in any
Does
way.
anyone else follow
As long
suit?
as long as I don't have to consistently have to carry it,
Well,
that's
what I'm
fine.
saying. Jing can
No,
climb
no,
up
no.
first because she has a good climb, and then she's a strong enough strength that she can assist in all of this.
Right.
Hmm.
So does anyone else follow suit with the setting up of gear, or
Because, like, Magdalena would even have taken it off to go into the water in the first place so that
Hold
she
it above her head.
wasn't. Yeah.
okay?
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, you guys are
probably what would
experienced.
so yeah, Magdalena probably would have mentioned something, and Devin would have been like, "Oh yeah, right, that's a good idea." Done something
Well,
similar.
So yeah, my thought is that, like, we are relatively inveterate campaigners,
Right.
and that
Right.
is like a normal habilitude for us.
Right.
Yeah, I would
To
totally.
do things-
Yeah.
We take the time to do things so that we don't die.
Right. So then
And yeah,
then he hands his pack to Jin to carry while he's carrying Jin.
nice. And then Magdalena holds her stuff above her head. You
Yeah.
guys send up
Right.
your
we
stuff
get over
to
here.
We get it tied
Pavla.
off to the rope, get it tied up.
All right,
Jing
Jing.
climbs up first.
Jing, make me a climb check.
Mm-hmm.
I am taking the rope and your preparations into account for the DC. There is. You make it up.
Ta-da!
Yay!
Yeah.
Bounce, bounce,
All right.
bounce.
So I am going to assist Magdalena, and I think Jin is going to assist Magdalena.
Yeah, in that case, the danger is mostly gone. You guys, through experience and cleverness and proper teamwork, I would. Yeah, by this point, you're making this pretty negligible. I'd say, you know what? Roll anyway, just to make sure that you guys don't roll a 1. But
I roll a 3.
yeah, you're fine. So it's like the preparations have negated everything except really bad luck.
I was gonna say I have a 8 to my climb, so I think even if I roll a 1, I probably should be fine.
Yeah. Yeah, you're fine.
Because, like, my end goal with, like, the situation would be to tie the rope around myself.
Right.
So at the end, I could be hauled up at the worst.
Right.
Yeah.
So, all right, you guys make it up
The doctor,
without
the doctor
incident.
is actually good enough that he can actually
Yeah.
just tie it around his own wrist and cinch it around him while he's climbing up.
Nice.
I'm gonna
okay.
peep down the way here.
Magdalena, make me a knowledge engineering check.
That's only a 4 plus 7, so 11.
11. You think you might be heading back towards the large room, but you're not sure.
Oh, good. We don't have to go through the nightmare hallway again.
I was
That's
gonna
why I
say,
mentioned at the beginning.
having
Possibly go back, but
the like a vague sense of mapping going on already, Magdalena was relatively positive that we were heading up, which is the only reason that we've been going in this direction.
Right.
Oh,
good.
By the way,
Yes.
XP for Sturgis.
The XP for the... Oh, you want that now, do you? Okay. Yep, Sturges hand out 200 to each of you.
Yay.
Okay.
Yeah, there were 4
200.
Sturges, 200 each, divided by 4.
That is easy math.
Easy math. Okay, so you guys head that way. If you guys could please take your tokens so that I don't deposit them in with the maps.
Yep, sorry.
That's fine.
Sorry, I was adding my experience.
Give me a minute. I'm getting there.
Okay, thank you. I'll get the next map set up. Because there is one.
Because the next one's a doozy.
I hope not.
I'll bet it'll be great, guys.
It's just like 30 more goblins.
There
Is
it
that
is.
all?
What goblins we can handle.
Okay.
Also, you're their king, Robin.
King, goblin.
Well, it's more king in like the Game of Thrones kind of sense. They just want to like overthrow me.
Ah.
The Game of Friends sense.
I'm gonna be right back.
Okay. I see. I see how that's working now. Alright, so. Oh dear.
What?
While everyone is doing that, I will prep the map.
Stairs!
Yay, I'm glad
gonna
it's
die.
loaded for you.
Why wouldn't it?
It
there
loaded for
was an
him
event.
before it loaded for me.
There was an event not so long ago.
Yeah. So, you guys could set yourself up there.
Hacks update. Are we on the A11 entrance?
Yes. Okay, is everyone here?
No,
And
Joel
soaked.
is.
Okay.
Joel's gone away. He hates it.
Okay.
Gone forever.
Yeah, Joel went to do something. I also
Because
asked
he's
him to get me
gone.
some lemonade.
Gone for good this time.
Okay.
Interdictor.
This room looks a little familiar.
Yeah, doesn't it? So.
Nope. I don't
let's just-
recognize it at all.
I'll wait for him to get back. Okay, so this is your marching order?
For now.
Cool.
We go marching on.
Tentatively speaking. Oh, I feel
I'm
like
going
that's.
to take advantage
my
of this
brain.
to delete these initiative tokens for the Sturges.
Oh, blub, blub, blub.
Yes. They were fun while they lasted.
Well,
You
some
and
of
I
them are
have
still
two
alive.
very different definitions of fun.
Yeah.
Our definitions of fun are exactly the same.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, for all we know, this mysterious being that that you're seeing, Aaron, is just the king in yellow in disguise or cross-dressing.
What?
No.
I have returned.
Hello. So, anyway.
We're in a hallway.
Yes, you are. A framework of old timbers shores up this hallway's cracked and uneven ceiling. From the west comes the sound of falling water, behind you, that is. In the middle of the hall, a large stone block lies on top of the corpse of a crushed goblin. There's a hole in the ceiling where it used to be.
Oh.
Magdalena, make me a knowledge engineering check.
Okay. Zing, 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 zing. 14.
Actually, no, hold on. Yeah. You actually don't need a knowledge engineering check. It's pre-built into it.
Oh.
Oh, okay. You
Ooh.
don't actually notice it.
I didn't do that.
Dr. Franklin, actually. Nobody else sees that the ceiling... Nobody else sees this. They see a room. What you see, Dr. Franklin, is that those stones on the ceiling look like they're ready to fall at any moment now.
Oh.
Just when you thought the danger was over.
Even a simple act of walking might trigger enough vibration to jar those loose. You guess if you move slowly and carefully via an acrobatics check, you might be able to avoid setting them off.
Are there any above us currently?
Not yet. Joel noticed before you guys stepped under it.
So Pavlo's about to take a step, and I'm like, ah, put my hand down, and be like, I think the ceiling's getting ready to fall at any second. We should probably.
What the heck? Why does this happen? Never mind.
All right.
We should
Okay.
probably move
Pavla assesses the
extra,
situation.
extra slowly and extra carefully.
Or we could trigger them to fall before we cross the passage.
How do we know that what's above what falls won't follow it?
That's true. Also, it may block
Actually-
off the passage.
Joel,
Yeah.
Well, there's one that's fallen already.
Yeah.
How big is it?
Goblin
Large enough
crushing
to
size,
crush
apparently.
someone.
yeah, it's big enough that you only see bits of a goblin. Joel, including, judging from where the goblin is placed, you rolled really, really well on your perception, by the way. Yeah, you rolled a nat 20.
Yeah,
I'm giving
I was
this
gonna
to
say
you.
I would have to because I don't like I have
Yeah.
decent perception at best.
Yeah, you rolled a nat 20. I'm giving this to you. You see something shiny beyond the rock where one of the goblin's arms would be. It looks like chain links, like you would find in a shirt.
Well, how
One would
big
find
is?
chain links in a shirt.
Or, a piece of armor, perhaps.
Oh, okay. Okay.
How big is the rocks? Would they be big enough to block the entire passage?
No, not unless they all fell at once.
Hmm.
Ah,
Yeah, I feel like moving slowly. is
Again,
probably-
that's full disclosure, that will be an acrobatics check.
That's fair. Since I rolled so well, do I have an idea of what the DC would be by any chance?
Yes. Okay. This is not a piece of cake, but it's not particularly difficult either. Roughly a DC 10's worth of.
Okay. Magdalene has knowledge engineering. I'm gonna ask her what her thoughts are on Pavla's plan. Like, be like, it's a legitimate idea, but I'm afraid that it'll cause the entire ceiling collapse. Can you tell enough if we trigger them, if that's
Okay.
the strong
In that
possibility
case-
of happening?
In that case, using your previous knowledge engineering roll,
Yeah.
Magdalena, no, the whole ceiling won't fall down. It'll fall down piecemeal,
Oh, okay. So if that's the case, I'm gonna ask Pavla to just move forward enough and point out the piece of chainmail or whatever it is, and see if she can grab that before we cause stuff to fall, just in case it becomes inaccessible.
Okay.
Is it like wedged underneath the rock?
You're not sure from this angle.
I
As you're looking at it, the dimensions of the crushed goblin underneath it, and what you think it might be, probably not.
I am going to take out Rasputin,
Okay.
and I am going to give him the fetch command.
How strong is Rasputin?
Let me look. I don't know. It could be a whole chain shirt. It could just be a little piece of something.
Hmm.
He has strength of 2.
Ooh, okay. Let me see what that gives him the ability to lift. I doubt it's going to be enough. I doubt it a lot. Let's see. He needs to be able to lift.
Well, he could just drag it too.
Yeah. Ooh, wow. Yeah.
Carrying capability. Here we go. Strength score. He can. Oh, he can carry up to 20 pounds.
What can he drag or push?
I am trying to figure that out. That's straight carrying, though. I forget what the rules are. Well, here, let me see if I can figure out.
I can
the math.
probably adjust my character sheet to see. So if I do a temp adjustment of -6 on my strength.
It's okay. So like it's 5 times as much as what you can heavy load. So technically, according to Pathfinder rules, he should be able to carry. He should be able to drag something that's 100 pounds.
Okay, so
Oh.
here's what I'm going to say happens. He does go over there,
What?
and
This cannot be correct.
as he goes over there, you see him start to push it towards you. It moves half an inch. He is struggling mightily to push this towards you.
Okay.
You see, this is going to take hours, but he is in
Oh.
fact moving it towards you.
A
Okay.
character can generally pull or drag along the ground as much as 5 times his maximum loam. Favorable condition can double these numbers, and bad circumstances can reduce them by half or more.
Yeah, even at half, he can still push it. It's just this is going to take a couple of hours to get
It's a
it
push.
over to you.
Wait, it's a push situation.
Yeah,
I thought you said it was like a chain shirt.
I
Wouldn't
think
he
he's
just
saying
like
He
grab
could
it?
he's doing
he's
both.
You're
basically-
saying it's really
yeah.
heavy.
I'm saying it's really heavy. He's like grasping it between his teeth and skittering. He's like going around and pushing it with his head. It is moving. It's just moving very slowly. It's really big. It's really heavy. Technically, since these are unfavorable, it goes down to 50. But this particular item weighs 40. So he will get it to you. It will take forever.
Can we wait until it's just in more views so we can see what it is, and then maybe if so that we can see if it's worth something? Because if it's not worth anything, then it's just.
I'm gonna say that'll take about 40 minutes.
Okay, the doctor is just like he's got no patience for this kind of thing. Unfortunately, he's just like staring at Pavla like, go and grab it. He's like, you should be fine. It's
Oh, okay. Then you go get it.
If you like, I am good at these things. I can
That is true.
acrobatic.
I mean,
Fine. Pavla is going to just tell Rasputin to come.
Okay, he comes. He is
I'll tuck him.
worn out. He
I'm
is.
gonna tuck him back in my shirt,
Yeah.
and I guess I will try to move along the corridor.
Wait, you are, or will Jing?
she is. Peer pressure has
'Cause-
worked.
Yeah. Jing did
yeah.
off. Okay. So Pavla will be moving.
Okay, I'm rolling. I rolled a 2.
Ooh.
You have an acrobatics of 8. That is exactly
Shit.
what you needed. Oh, you have an acrobatics.
7.
I have an acrobatics of 7.
God, dang it.
Right. Okay.
You have a.
You have
Keep
a token.
telling me to do stuff.
You have a token, Robin.
Fine, I will. Yeah,
Is it-
I'm gonna
don't-
use my not die token.
Yeah. Where
Please
did
no
that
kill
go?
me. Thank you, Jim.
20,
Oh.
so 27.
Okay. Yes. Miraculously, you don't make a sound. You don't make a rough ripple in the effect. And in fact, you step on something, and a rock starts to fall, but it falls on other rubble and actually becomes more secure. So, then
Alright.
as you move past, the one next to it falls immediately behind you, and you dodge out of the way heroically. So,
So what's this chain shirt?
it is actually a full set of chainmail armor. It's actually pretty bloody.
Probably from Smushed Goblin.
It looks like it's only a couple of days old, at most.
As in,
I'm gonna take it.
okay.
Yeah. Alright, so Pavla has successfully moved through, and she's examining a bit of chainmail armor. Does anyone? Yeah. Does anyone?
I'll try following.
Okay.
I'm like, no, we're gonna wait till she comes back, and then we're going to collapse the ceiling preemptively.
Is that the plan?
That's the
okay.
plan.
Okay, so I'm just gonna pick up the chain shirt and try to bring it back. Do I need to roll again?
No,
Okay.
that was a successful thing for them. Okay. Right. Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah. Okay. So. Hold on a moment.
He's rolling dice.
Okay. I goobered that whole thing up. Robin, you actually did not trigger it at all.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Some rocks
Oh,
look
I
like...
thought that was flavor from when I failed it the first time.
No. Yeah, you actually did not trigger it at all.
Okay.
It looked... Yeah, you did make more vibrations than you intended to, and some rocks shifted a little bit, but they did not fall.
Okay.
Yeah, that is my mistake. I forgot one aspect of the trap. Okay. Pavla comes back with a full suit of chainmail.
Um,
Yeah.
Why did I get this back?
Because I was telling you I messed up. You shouldn't... The rock didn't fall at all. You shouldn't have needed that to survive.
With a 9?
Yeah. No, like I said, you made more vibrations and the rocks started to move, but none of them actually fell.
With a 9.
Yes,
I thought it was DC 10.
it is. There, you made vibrations and the rocks moved.
Oh, I get it.
There's a multiple layers to the trap.
Yeah.
So it allows for
Okay.
like 1 or 2 fails before everything starts collapsing.
So,
Cool.
yeah, Pavla has a chainmail shirt. And what was your perception for this? Right. Yeah, that's good enough. You could see some. Whoa, excuse me. Wow. You could see that there was some oddly placed light around the corner, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, nothing beyond that. So, yeah, Pavla has some chainmail.
I hand it to Devino.
I will take it, and seeing her upset, I'm like, you would get the majority of it.
Yeah. So,
Actually, I handed it to Magdalena to see if there's anything special about it, or if it's
ooh,
just
excellent.
Okay.
Yes. This is not.
I'll run my fingers around the separate rings as I concentrate on it for a minute.
Yeah. You are not. Yeah. Okay, okay, your first thought is that this is not magical.
Mm-hmm.
And then as you're examining it, something catches at the edges of your mind.
Okay.
You start seeing things. It's
I close
recent
my eyes slowly.
things. You're somewhere in the dungeon. You're not sure where. It's You're exhausted you're exhausted. Your arms are tired from what they're holding. Um, you find yourself wearing the chainmail armor. Turning around, you see a large group of goblins
Am I able to
behind
see
you.
what it is that I'm holding?
A sword.
Okay.
And
Is
as a
it-
matter of fact, on one of your fingers is a ring.
Oh,
Yes.
is it the ring that we found?
No.
Okay.
This appears to be some sort. It is your family ring. And
Oh.
Oh
this is.
no.
You look over. You see two other individuals near the goblins. One of them is lying on the ground, dead, near a bow and arrow. The other, a dwarf, is also bleeding but lying down.
Mm-hmm.
And you see
Okay.
them. You see most of the goblins swarm past, rushing you. You don't know if you have the strength to fight on, but you have to. There's no way that someone like you could die here. The vision fades.
I didn't realize we were playing Goblin Slayer.
Yeah.
um. Okay.
Just as the goblins
So
reach you with their swords and
yeah.
start
So like
hacking.
this. Correct me if I'm wrong. We found this chainmail under rubble.
Yes.
Uh huh. But it wasn't being worn by anyone. So it's either
No.
been stripped off of
Um,
them
yeah,
forcefully or burned
Pavla.
down.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you for that, Pavla. You did in fact find it near a goblin hand,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
but it looked like the fingers had been pried loose, and they have little bite marks in them.
Right. So, ostensibly, we told people that we came down here to find, uh, what's his face, Carl
Garl?
Silvercrest,
Harl Silvercrown.
right? Um, I don't think we will be finding the young man who
What do you
came here
mean?
before us.
Mm.
Do you remember the armor that he wore?
Do I?
He wore plate, and under it there was a suit of chainmail.
I say this. He wore plate, and underneath chain, but
It looks about the right size. It's human size shaped.
It
Is it
should be
just
worth something. He did spend quite a great deal of money on it.
does it look expensive?
It doesn't look as shiny as it would have had Garl still been wearing it. It's quite bloody and grimy and dirty.
But
is
then
it standard quality or masterwork quality?
This is standard quality.
I don't know. I
think
will
that's
reserve
realistic.
judgment until we see a corpse.
if I was about to say is if that is the case, where is the rest of his outfit? Like,
Yeah,
forget
so-
him. Where's his outfit? Where's the plate?
So my concern is this: if that hand belongs to a goblin, how did they get it off of him?
Hmm.
If he's alive,
If he's alive, he could have bribed them.
with his armor.
The
I don't
best
know.
I
the
don't know
best
about
hope
you,
we
but
have is that they captured him, but doesn't seem something that these goblins are into.
yeah, I
And if
based on their interactivity with us, I would suggest that they were single-minded. Also, there were lots of swords.
Pavla
And-
says again, I will reserve judgment until I see a corpse.
And he was intent on fighting to the death. But if that is
I
how
don't
you
think
feel,
Carl is intent on fighting to the death between you and me.
I hand back the chain shirt.
cool, I add it to my inventory, and then I pick up some random stones and start chucking them to try and trigger all of the stuff ahead of time.
I'm gonna see if I can use Rasputin to like climb up into the wooden boards to see if he can get them to trigger or something. Like just I'll tell him to go up there.
There's not a whole lot he can do. He can skitter about on the boards a bit, but he can't really force them down.
Oh hey, we have an archer.
Um,
Yes.
Yeah, so I assume between me
Okay.
and Jin, because I can chuck things hard, she can chuck them accurately.
okay, I know what I'm going to treat this as. Alright, one of you make a disable device check with the other rolling to assist.
I can make a disable device check.
Is anyone else helping with this?
Incidentally,
I actually have a
Incidentally-
5 to disable device.
I have
have
a 9 to disable
-1.
device.
So, yeah, what do you... it sounds to me like as it is currently, Dr. Devino is taking point in disabling, with assistance from Jing.
I was to
What?
say, I have
What?
a +6 myself.
I was gonna say I have
Throw
a
me!
-1.
Throw me.
Pavla, what is your plan? Do you have any plans for how to trigger this in advance?
I do. I have any tool. I'm going to extend it
Oh.
into a
Oh.
10-foot pole and poke the ceiling.
Wait a
It's not half bad.
minute.
Okay,
Is
yeah,
it
sure.
is it possible that since this is a trap that we can disable potentially,
Oh, okay. My
that
disabled device is.
because you were saying that with a knowledge engineering, I could identify the structural integrity being unsound.
Sure.
Is it possible that I could indicate to Pavla where to press in order to most effectively
Okay.
bring down the ceiling?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sounds about right.
So he would assist me with his knowledge engineering while I use a disabled device? Does that make sense?
Well, because we could both use disabled device, I just roll to assist, and
I'm trying
you
to. Okay.
roll the.
All four of you are rolling disabled device. I'm trying to decide whose action is the primary one that will cause it to cause them to fall and be safe.
Well, I've got a 9.
Well,
I like the poll idea, so
Yeah.
I'm going to be helping
Yeah.
Pavla.
Yeah.
yeah.
So
I
I
can-
roll a 16 to indicate where the trap's
Okay.
weak points are.
Cool.
Okay.
I probably should have taken
Nice.
point.
I rolled a
Wow.
5
I-
plus 9.
I should have taken
14.
point, guys.
Okay, so that's a +6 to your roll. So that's an 11 plus your disabled device. Oh boy.
What? I rolled a 14
Oh, you rolled a 14 overall?
in total, yeah.
+6.
So 20.
Ooh. Yep, you guys are poking, you're getting places. You find a rock and it's stuck.
What?
Poke at it and poke at it and poke at it repeatedly. It's not budging. This is like the last thing needed, and it's just not moving. And then, yeah, Magdalene has informed you this is the last one that needs moving. And then, you can't budge it. And then, Dr. Devino and Jing are somehow able to strike the rock at the same time, wiggle it just a little bit, and with one final push, most of the loose rocks come falling down, creating hazardous terrain all across the passage, but it looks significantly safer to cross.
Cool.
Sweet.
We will.
You guys have successfully disabled the trap. That was a DC 20 to disable.
Whoa.
I was looking at this trap. I'm like, why is there a disable device on this thing? That makes. But hey, you guys found a way to do it. So.
Alright, so let's go through the hallway.
Cool. We will still take it nice and slow, just in
Yeah.
case,
Yeah.
to be safe. Also, because there's
Yeah.
debris everywhere, so we'll have to pick
Yeah,
up.
we're
on this.
looking and making sure we're being stealthy and all that.
Yeah. All right. You guys find stairs leading down, and make your way down. You guys find yourselves at on the lower floor of that large diamond-shaped room. The bodies of goblins still lie in this space where they last stood before you slew them.
Okay.
In front of you lies the passage that you know leads to a ladder going up to the way out.
Cool. We're gonna take it. We're gonna call it a day, unless the team votes differently. I highly suggest that we call it a day.
I
and
vote
head
we
up.
leave.
Yeah. All right, you guys.
I am a fan of this plan.
You guys leave the accursed halls for the first time, and I have more stuff for you to do. Do we want? Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm still good to go.
Yeah.
I know Aaron may want a break to grab a snack.
Yeah, you guys want to grab some dinner, grab snacks? What do you guys want to do?
I am a fan of an intermission.
That would be good.
Cool.
Let's
Joel,
all
before
go
you go,
to
could
the
you
lobby.
uh,
Let's all
yeah.
go to the
please
lobby.
grab your token, and I'll remove the
Oh
map.
yeah. Yeah, sorry.
Thank you.
There we go.
Good job with that. Good job solving that puzzle.
Thank you.
I knew that any tool was a good investment.
All right. Cool. So yeah, for people with stream stuff, we are going to take a break to gather food, and we shall be back to see what they'll do in the town of Thornkeep. What might have gone on, if anything. It's only been a day. Nothing bad could happen in that short time, right?
Oh, I'm sure.
Well, I didn't think so until you said that.
Ah, yes. So, yeah, we will be right back.
Huzzah.
See ya.
Um,
Insert Monty Python music here.
yeah.